So I am on early, you guys. I'm actually on this morning, JLJ this morning. I'm going to explain why I'm on so early and what's going on. I've been up early. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I get to be here and talk to you guys. It's been a while. It's been something else, I'll tell you. Something else. But I'm here. It's Monday morning here in Los Angeles. Um, so I'm like, since I'm up, I'm also come on. I'm already up already. I'll explain why. I'm a victim of fraud. It's like 2023 is like, before we let you go, let's throw, and I'm kind of laughing a little bit because it's kind of crazy this morning what's going on. So I'm gonna explain. It's kind of a service announcement. I'm gonna explain to you what's going on. Why is that doing that? Okay, I have to do this. So I'll let you guys come on. It is Christmas. It's a week from now, which is crazy, right? Just like it's Christmas coming up. People were saying good morning to me. My phone rings all the time. My eyes are a little irritated this morning. I've been crying. No, I'm not crying or anything. They're a little irritated. Who's up in the morning? Who is up with me? Let's see. I'm getting all these notifications. Matt and Tony. Oh, look at who's here. Matt and Tony. Both of you guys are here. So let me explain. So be friends. So I am trying to raise some money this morning, once again. I woke up my account. I have two accounts. I woke up to my account, negative $5.69. I'm like, why is my account negative $5.65? 59 cents, or 59 cents, whatever. So remember earlier this year, I was frauded through my Starbucks card. People, they're getting, I'm telling you guys, you have to watch everything now. They're so sophisticated. So what they did, my Starbucks card was I had a couple of cards on there, gift cards that you upload to the app. Someone got into the app, then consolidated those cards into one new card, and then took the card off and kept it for themselves. I was like, that's actually kind of smart. But I was like, it's happening to me. So I go to Starbucks to use it, and I have no card. Um, so Starbucks was great. I will tell you, Starbucks customer service, I was amazed how wonderful they were. They got my money back for me and everything that day. They were so nice. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. So this time it's Instacart. Okay. I'm like, but so I'm trying to figure out, how do you do this? We're gonna go step by step. We're gonna go step by step. I just got off the phone. We're gonna go step by step. This is like a public service announcement for you, and also what has happened to me. Okay. Um, Give me 1 second. Hi, you guys. I missed all of you. Also, I have missed. Oh, I didn't go to the Emmys. I got tomorrow night. Watch my Emmy show with Walker, Candace, and Jerry, and I'm going to explain everything. Oh, don't you worry. My mouth will be running tomorrow night. That's at 7 p.m. my time. You do not worry. I will be spilling all the tea on that tomorrow night. That's the Emmy show. So I will tell the world my Emmy news and the whole thing. That's tomorrow. Tonight's my race talk. Tonight's my race talk with Jared at our end of the year at 7 p.m. Also, that's later today too. And that should be a lot of fun. Also, we have a lot. My list is really good. I have a good list. You guys do my list. Okay. Okay. So okay, I'll try. Okay. So now I'll do this. Okay. So what they did is, so I wake up. I see that this amount. I see that $300 was taken out of my account. So I actually have two separate accounts, and this account's the one I use to have stuff, whatever, pay bills and everything. So this morning, my plan was to go to the post office to send all my presents to my kids and grandkids. This is the first Christmas without my stepdad, so I'm staying home with my mother. When I'm not going to Sacramento. My one daughter may come down afterwards after Christmas, but I'm not going. I'm not going. I want to go so bad, but I'm not going. She needs me more, so I'm going to be here with her. I have all the presents. I have these big boxes, and I need to send them out because Christmas is fucking this weekend. So I get to go and get the presents out there, and so they can have it for it to put another tree and all this stuff. Since I can't be there, I'll probably FaceTime with them, but I want to have their presents. Well, can't do that right now because I have no money. So that's what I'm trying to raise some money, at least for that's for one thing, at least to get those presents out there for the kids. So I'm looking, going, I didn't order anything from Instacart. So I actually went to the store on Saturday. I actually went to the store and bought some groceries. I don't really need any groceries. I'm fine. I'm like, this is a mistake. So I go to my Instacart here on my computer. And yes, someone ordered food and used the card I had in there. I've now, of course, since taken the card off and all that stuff. Um, but I'm like, but he delivered it to an address or an address. I don't know. I don't live in this small, it looks like a small town in Indiana somewhere. I don't know where, I don't, so, I mean, something like, I looked on the map, I'm like, I don't know where that is. Um, if it's for real. So I was like, well, how do I even, it happened in the middle of the night for me because I'm there 2 hours ahead. So it's been delivered and everything. So hi, David. So I'm like, how do I even handle that? I was like, do I call the local police or something? I know what to do. I'm like, and it's like for me, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm like this morning. I'm like, how do you even go up? So I'm like, I guess I have to go through to see what's a real. I couldn't tell it was a real address. Anyway, just I said, let me go through Instacart first. Let me handle that first and let them know there's a fraud in the whole thing. So this has been a very learning experience. So you go on Instacart, and of course, like many things, folks, they don't want to talk to you. They have the whole, there's a list of things, and they have the chat. They have a list of a chat, and the chat talks to you first. But here's something interesting, you kids. I'm going to read this to you. This is really interesting. So, after you go through the whole chat thing, they said if you still need, no, if you go through all the questions now, they say you still need help. There's a chat. But right next to it, it says, are you a senior? Contact our dedicated senior support service if you need any help with any. Take you, James. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet, which I'm going to get in here. Contact our dedicated senior service support if you need help getting started with an existing order. So I was like, so there's a phone for seniors, but not for everybody else. Do you know what James Jr. did? James like, well, I'm 54, almost 55. Aren't I? I'm my AARP card. Aren't I a senior yet? Am I a senior yet? I called that number. And I was like, how are they gonna know I'm a senior or not? How are they gonna ask my age or whatever? Because on my profile, don't say what age I am. Don't say what age I am. Don't say anything. So I'm like, how they gonna know? Um, and the chick on the phone, she was actually really nice. I have to give it to her. She was like, I'm gonna say hi to Louisa. Hey girl, if that's your real name, I don't know what your real name is. And she was like, I'll help you. And so we tried this whole thing. So they said they've gotten fraud cases before where someone, or they said most of the time it's delivered to the wrong address. The address keeps it. And I was like, well, what do they do? Like, he goes, they were like, well, I don't. Some people involved in police or whatever, or things like that. But they're in the same town. I'm like, I don't even know if this is a real address. So let's say so anyway. So I put in a fraud claim, and we're trying to work it. And we went through the whole steps and everything. So we're trying to work it out. But I mean, I'm not get my money anytime soon. If they give my money back, I'm not anytime soon. So I don't. I mean, this is the craziest thing. I'm like, it was delivered somewhere, and I went on Google Earth. Sometimes they're updated. I see the cars around town sometimes, taking pictures, whatever. It looks like just a building. I was like, oh my God. I guess you could have it delivered anywhere, and not be your address. I guess, right? And I was looking at my history in Instacart because I lived all over the country and I've been other places and I've had Instacarts delivered to me in Kansas and Pittsburgh. So I guess it's like, so it said for them, she said it didn't flag anything for them because I have used it because in my stored addresses, I have like 10 Sacramento, San Francisco. I mean, I've used it in various places. And the last time I used it was in Kansas because when I got sick, I had food delivered to my room and supplies. I used Instacart, it was the cheapest way. So it didn't alert anybody. It's like it's just if I just ordered its same address every single time, all the time, it may have done something. They said it was not really set up like that. So they have to go through this whole thing, go to the department and figure this out. So I'm in the middle. I have a case going. So in the middle of a case, I'm like, this is very, and I'm noticing this, and if you guys do too, I'm noticing this with a lot of um companies, all things, they don't want to talk to you anymore. It is chat. They can't serve it, they can't help you through the chat, either AIs or bots or whatever. Then you might get customer service, and we know how that goes. So I'm not going to say anything to offend anybody, but we know how that can be sometimes too. So yes. So I was happy homegirl was with me. She was trying to, be calm and she was trying to talk to me and trying to talk me through it. So I give points to her. I have to say she had some good customer service because James Lott Jr. was not having it. Upset. So I'm like, dang it. These and my faith always says this that nowadays, especially these thieves have all day long to think of ways to hack into whatever. And so for me, it wasn't the traditional, they got my bank account number and all that. No, the traditional, they went through two popular services. It said it was Starbucks and now this to defraud me. And like you have to really, I mean, I guess you have all the time to worry when you just do this for a living. You have all the time in the world to figure this stuff out. I mean, it's inventive ways they're doing it. But it's like cheese and crackers, really? They did. So So DJ Glow, I want to give a shout out to her. She gave me $100 anyway for Christmas yesterday. So that's my PayPal. So I left, thank God I left that there and didn't switch it over. So I have that. So I'm just trying to raise about $200 to see if I can get these presents out, take care of a couple other things I need to take care of the first part of this week till I get paid later this week. So any amount you can give, and so far, and it has to be either PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo. You guys have been great before. Super chats won't work because I won't get that money either until next month. That's the only difference about that. So that's why I say that and things. So any amount, it can be $5, whatever. I'll take whatever you can. It all adds up. I just want to send these presents out. I got for any of you guys who have, I did this last week. I spent a lot of money, but I did last week. If you have any prizes coming from a Zoom win on my Zooms, I sent all those prizes out. I had forgot I had a bunch of them. And I got those all out last week. I know some folks are emailing me saying they're getting their prizes. So if a prize coming for me, it's out there in the mail system right now. So I got all that done last week by Friday. Flobo helped me with that. I went to a couple of mail post offices. So I got all those sent out. Even Larissa, who's in England, I sent your box out to you. So your box is coming to you. But yes, I saw prizes out. So people who were owed prizes. I think there's maybe one person left, and I was just waiting for her address, and that's it. Yeah, Glow is wonderful. I haven't seen Glow in a long time. So luckily I kept that somewhere else. Hi, hello MJ. Good morning. How are you feeling? And David was talking to you yesterday. How are you doing? And it's Sherry. Our Steelers didn't do good. Sherry, they didn't do good at all. Disappointing. I know 49ers, I know my San Francisco peeps are happy, but we didn't do well at all. So that's what James is on here doing this morning, just pedaling again for his wares, of course. This Friday, we also have a little happy hour if you're not busy or you like have nothing to do and you want to hang out with us. We have some fun before Christmas. Have a good time. Still sing out to Hank, get better on now. You had a bunch of stuff going on. And that, um, and then on January 1st, me and Flobo are doing our thing. Hi, cherry ice cream. Never seen you before. Cherry ice cream is actually my favorite, and I just had yesterday Haagen-Dazs cherry vanilla ice cream. That is my favorite. And Haagen-Dazs has real cherries in their ice cream. It's real cherries. So I love it. It's funny you come on here. You must have known James loves it. So yes, so that's what's going on there. So yeah, that's there. So I'm trying to wake up. Can you shave this beard off? I haven't had a chance to even do. I've been so busy. I didn't have a chance to do that. How's everyone else doing? I know folks, like I said, I'm going to explain my Emmy stuff tomorrow night on that show. And everybody's like, what happened to you at the Emmys? I didn't go, so I have nothing to tell you on that, but I have lots of tea to spill. I know this is rigged. I know. And I was like, oh, yeah, Tony's Emmy prizes. Tony, you are a prize. For Steelers, I know it's not looking good. Black cherry looks good. Black cherry is good too. Black cherry is good. Cherry and ages. There's Tony working it out for me. The humor this morning. There he goes. Yes. I'm wearing a New York shirt, Tony. Actually, wearing a New York shirt. There's Matthew, who they did go to. So if you want to see Emmy interviews, 10th Floor GH, Dish and Days, Buzzcast, Soap Hub. Who else are my friends? Whatever. So yeah, they all did. Yeah, I have fraud again. They all did. Um, they all did interviews and were at the different various Emmys. Again, I wasn't there. I will explain everything tomorrow night on my show. We're going to do our post show, which is very popular. Me, Candace Mack, Walker Ragsdale, and Jerry Waggett will be doing our show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we see, again, like every year, who won the Emmy predictions. Shout out to my girl, Eden McCoy. I'm so glad. I texted her afterwards. Shout out to Sonia Eddy. I texted Tyler afterwards. They both, I mean, it just was wonderful to see those two win. I was watching a couple of your interviews, Matt and Kat. I was watching them last night. But yes, I was incognito this weekend. I did not do that. I did something else instead. But you can watch those places. And I talked to Tony Moore, and Tony, I saw some of his interviews. So watch those people's stuff. Soap Central, my guy Dan Kroll, all of them. But I'll be spilling tea, and I'll probably get fired from the Emmys after I tell everything. But you know me, tell to shame the devil, and I'm going to tell you about what my experience was and how I'm not happy at all. And how fucked up it was. So I'm going to talk about that there. So yes, it's been very interesting, and I love me some Dan. And I love Tony and company. So they were out there doing their thing. So they all went and they did their stuff. So yes, and I've heard all the negative stuff too. I've heard all the negative stuff. I'm sure Walker was there, so Walker will probably give us tea also, because Walker was there at the Emmys, so he'll probably spill some tea for us also. So it's gonna be a hot show tomorrow night. Our shows are always hot anyway. It's gonna be a hot show. A hot show. Yeah, and Krista got let go also this weekend. That's been a hot topic also. My girl, I haven't had a chance to talk to her yet. You know, I'm friends with her, so I haven't. So I'll keep posting. I know nothing. This is all new for me. Yeah, I heard that also. Yeah, so it's very. Yes, I don't know what happened there either. You know, she's my friend, so I don't. I'm going to text her at some point and see what's going on with her. Um, but yeah, she's off also. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, and apparently I wasn't on Twitter this week. Apparently Twitter went berserk. A lot of stuff, and I mean, they're just like there. I mean, it was of course X or Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called. Of course, they're all going crazy, and so yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. So I guess Twitter went bonkers over the weekend. I wasn't really on, so I'm seeing the aftermath. I was on last night posting a few things, and I'm seeing it it feels like something big happened while I was gone, and you seem like everybody's just commenting. You're like, oh my God, they were so crazy. And I saw a lot of people say, hoping that this week goes back to whatever 7 p.m. Matthew, 7 p.m. It's our yearly show that we do, and it's our nomination show. Is always very successful, which we did back in April. So now it's our follow up. So we're doing that, and it's gonna be live, and it's gonna be I've heard so much about the red carpet, but I know red carpets. I like I said, normally I'm there and I do them, so I know a lot. I know a lot. I know how they. Yeah, I've heard. I trust you. I've heard a lot of. Everyone was calling me or texting me or emailing me with tea, so I've heard a lot of stuff. Because everybody's wondering where I was, and I didn't respond. So I went island on Friday, and then we emerged on Saturday on purpose. So yeah, so but yes. And I am an Emmy judge, an Emmy voter, and all this stuff. So there's a lot. I've heard a lot of stuff. We're gonna break it all down tomorrow night. We're gonna break it all down for you because on our shows we tell the truth. You have to stand up for yourself, and principle does matter. It really does. So yes, we will be doing all that. And we're a good group together. So yes. And Cameron had her baby last week. Miss Grimes, her and Brock, they had a baby. I sent the messages. They had their baby. It was really cute. So she has. I remember what that feels like having a baby. So now my daughter Monica was supposed to be born during Christmas time. She came 2 weeks late. Her birthday is January 11th. So I know this whole, we were like waiting for her to come at Christmas. And that'll be interesting. My dad's a Christmas baby. It'll be kind of interesting. That but she came late. So yes, it was. So I understand this time. I know this time period. So I have a daughter that was born before Christmas, and a daughter was born after Christmas. It's kind of weird. So I know how it is. So I know. So good. Congratulations to them, of course. And the glow of having the children and those first. Oh my God, the first year is tough. I mean, I don't share your mother too these days. The first year is tough. I was young, so I was able to get through it. I think being young and stupid was great. Yeah, I know the YNR the winners. I have to wait. I can't talk about it tomorrow, but yes, there's some surprises. We're gonna talk about it. There are some surprises. There are some definite surprises. And Days of Our Lives, as usual, get shut out as they always do. They're the stepchildren of the stepchildren of the stepchildren. Yes. So yeah, it's crazy, but even though she has a bunch of siblings, it's still her child. It's still gonna be rough. It's rough. I have a lot of siblings too. They didn't do all that. They didn't help all that much, but they did. I mean, in the long run, they did. A village did help raise my children, so that part, well, that part is partially true, but it's still a lot of work. Woo, it's still. I'm just telling you. I know from personal experience, it's a lot of work. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And most of it was just like, is she alive? Is she alive? Is she alive? Is she breathing? Is she alive? Is she breathing? And I was a nurse. And I was like, which actually, everybody felt more comfortable with me with her. But I was like, it's a baby. It's crazy. It's a lot of work. So yeah, so that's crazy. Um, yeah, you're early 20s. I was in my late teens, early 20s. So like, it was like, okay, you just do it. You just do it. It's a lot of work. Ooh, they're yours. They belong to you. So that's a trip also. Excuse me. It's supposed to rain in Los Angeles, and I'm waiting for this rain to come. I want it to rain so bad. It's a little overcast over here, but I see some sun in the corner. But I want it to rain so bad. I do. I want rain so bad. I want it to rain like I want real rain, not spitting and shit. I want real rain. Real rain. That's what I want. So it's saying to me it's supposed to rain in 48 minutes here in Inglewood. So we'll see if that happens. But right now it's dry as fuck out there. I'm like, they're not going out there. There ain't nothing going on out there at all. That's weird. I didn't mean to do that. Hi, Crystal. I know it's been so crazy. I have been, I guess I explain, I've been so busy the last couple of weeks. I haven't been on here as like I used to was. And I miss it. I'll be on a little more now because things are freeing up. Um, which I've missed being with you guys. It's been just family and other stuff and other work and things. I've been just taking up my time. Been just something else. And time's my fast. I'm like, it's going fast. So I don't even understand. I don't even understand what's going on. Hello, Andrea. We got Crystal in the house. We got MJ in the house. We got people in the house. All these M's and J's and C's and A's. Yeah, yeah. We got C's and M's in here with Matt and this and that and all those and other stuff. So yes. Hi, Brown 21, Brownie 21. How am I feeling that? Well, I just told everybody I'm a victim of fraud, so my account has been wiped out, and I'm dealing with that right now. So I'm upset and mad and trying to have a sense of humor about it. That's why I'm trying to raise money today, so I can actually send these presents out to my kids and grandkids. I did not go to the Emmys. I will be so Crystal. You just missed it. So, Chris, I have two shows coming up for you to remember tonight. Crystal, if you, I don't know if you ever watched my show before. I'm doing my race talk tonight at 7 o'clock. So 10 o'clock your time. No, 7 o'clock your time. 7 o'clock your time. 7 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow night is our Emmy special. I do every year with Walker and Jerry and Candace. So that's tomorrow night, Crystal, at 7 p.m. your time, my time, our time. So you're gonna watch. I'm gonna explain why they go to the Emmys. I'm gonna explain all of it. I had a bad experience. I'm gonna explain the whole thing. So I'll probably get fired from the Emmys after I tell everything. But I'm saving it for that show. We're gonna talk all things Emmys. And Walker went. Oh, hi DJ Glow. I just mentioned you, DJ Glow, earlier today. I just mentioned you this morning. Um, and everything. So that's yeah. So that's what's crazy. So DJ Glow, after you had sent me that $100 on, I think it was Saturday for Christmas, I was talking about how generous you were. I had fraud this morning. My account was wiped out through my Instacart. So that's why I'm trying to raise money today because I was like you. It was like you almost like you knew that I needed money back then. But now I'm trying to raise money for Instacart. Um, I'll tell you, I know yeah, Tony, our girls in here, Andrea's in here. We got a couple of Andreas in here. We got two. Um, I'm on early, DJ Glow. Normally, I'm not even on this early usually. I was up early dealing with customer service. So I'm trying to raise money to send my packages to my kids and grandkids for Christmas and things like that, and the Uber to get there and that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to raise this morning. So Crystal, yes, you guys, there's two shows tonight and tomorrow night. Both will be live, both at 7 p.m. Check them out. They're gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Both of them are gonna be a lot of. They're gonna be very interesting. Our race talk tonight, Emmy talk tomorrow night. We're gonna have those both. And I'm also doing a show at Flobo about my album, so my Christmas album. So that'll be coming out this week too, but I won't be live. That'll be later this week. Of course, no soap stuff for until January 14th, but there may be something soapy in the next couple of weeks. Something. Who knows? I can't go completely cold turkey. Everybody send MJ healing energy because she's been sick for a while. Hi, Latasha. Hey, back to my roots. Oh yeah, back to back. Oh good. I know I'm not. Well, I'm not usually on this early. I'm usually on a little later than now. But I thought I'm already awake. I'm up, and this is the morning. So that's why I'm here. Yes, sir. Yes, Tony. 10 p.m. Eastern for you. I know. I tried to do it. Well, actually, wait a minute. That's a lie. Oh my God, that's a total lie. Tomorrow's show for the Emmys is at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 Eastern. Sorry, because of Candace, forgot. So Tony, so tomorrow's okay. So tonight's 7 p.m., 10 Eastern. Tomorrow night is 5 p.m., 8 Eastern. Oh my God, I just remembered that. Forgot because of Jerry and Candace being both on the East Coast. I just started a little earlier. So actually, Tony, will be 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So 10 p.m. tonight, 8 p.m. tomorrow night. You can see you all out, go out. Hi, and Zach. How are you? So yeah, forget about that. That's the deal. So yes, that's the deal. Now, Andrew, Miss Brown in the chat, I have some stuff for you to send out. But I realize I don't have your address. I must have it somewhere. So I'm gonna send you an email for your address. I have some stuff for you. I sent out some stuff to England this weekend, and I was like, wait a minute, I have some stuff for you also. So yes, it's out to you. But yes, so yeah, so that's what yeah. But those are two things. So you'll get all your tea. And if you can't be up that late, folks, you can watch it. It'll be out there for everybody to watch for eternity. So just keep an eye out on all that. James will be spilling a lot of tea this weekend. Oh yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. It is, it is, it is. Um it is the worst. It's the worst. Because I mean literally you're violated. And you don't even know where I didn't know where it came from. At first I was like Instacart. Like I didn't even order anything. I was like, okay. Like they're getting an event, like I said earlier this year with Starbucks, and now it's Instacart. Like they're really, I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention to those things. I mean, I don't even use Starbucks a lot. There's a teapot. I tell you for a tea. I might afterwards. Well, so it's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, send me the yes. 1 a.m. for me. I know it's so. I know it's so late. My shows. I know. But I didn't go. I mean, but you can always watch my show the next day. You can watch it. You can watch it the next day and see what I'm talking about. But I forgot we went a little earlier because people in the other my half my because me and Walker is in Chicago and the other two are Boston and New York or Boston and Maryland. So I was like, okay, I got to do it so it kind of works for all of us. But trust me, Walker spills the tea. Cass and Jerry and I didn't go, but I have tea to spill, and I know Cass heard some stuff too, and I know Jerry's heard some stuff. So we're gonna talk about it all, kids. These shows are always good anyway, but they're gonna be really good. Yes, children. I'm going to tell it all. And you're gonna be like, what? When I tell you the story, you're gonna be like, what? What's going on? What happened? So we'll see. We'll see if James gets to go to the next one. Whatever that is. It is, and it's funny that I mean it's different than I'm used to scammers of like they go into your account, they get your card somehow, and they go into your account and they spend like $500 on shoes. Like country, I've had that before, but this is really inventive. This is like okay, this is really inventive. It won't never hold back, you know that. Yeah, MJ, yeah, if you can't watch live, tune in later. You want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it. But it is. But I almost applaud them, Glow. I almost applaud them for their ingenuity. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Because this is something where when I was talking to the girl this morning, hey, thank you, Andrea, um, where she was like, it may just be, and we end up having to just, write it off and then try to return your money to you. Because I mean, what else? I mean, it's a fraud. I mean, it's like I said, I looked on Google Earth and that address was like it was an empty building. You can put any address. I mean, you can put any address on and like have food delivered there. So it's like that it can happen. So I was like, and like I said, some small town in Indiana. I don't know where it is. I almost want to get on a train or a plane and fly over there. Like, I found you, bitches. I found you. Give me my food. What'd you order? I saw they ordered, and it was like, yeah, they ordered some sausage and they ordered some cheese. They ordered some stuff that I would eat myself. I'm like, all right, I'd eat that. There was some chicken. I mean, they got $300 worth of food, folks, and products, toilet paper, paper towels. I see. Yeah. I'm just like, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's interesting. The viewers rerun this morning. Okay. I was just like, okay, that's something else. That's interesting. Okay. They stole my sausage. I did. Oh, MJ, you and Tony on here. Well, was there? I guess it was never mind to be to begin with. It was just they had sausages delivered to the wrong address, so I never got my sausage. But up. I mean, hi, Crystal Bush. How are you? Yeah. So my sausage never arrived. Oh, children. Oh, thank you. Andrea gave some money. Thank you, Andrea. Everybody, Brown A21, give her a shout out. Everyone, give her a shout out. Thank you, Andrea. That helps a lot. Thank you so much. Give Andrea a shout out. But she's a Brown A21 in here. Brown A21 in here. So give her a thank you. Thank you. She's my first person to give. Thank you so much this morning. Thank you. That will help. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could be here too, the other Andrea. My MJ, the sausage does not be either our houses, apparently, at all. So yeah. I'm becoming Santa Claus. My beard is it's all getting gray in here. Like, but I'm gonna shave it off. I'm gonna look young again. Um, yeah. Shout outs. Thank you. That totally helps. I'm like, it's crazy. Like when you're frauded, it's like it's not like you just spent too much money and that's what you get. It's like taking money and throwing it in a trash can. You're like, I didn't even get that. I didn't. It's my money. I earned it. Like I earned that money from a job, and you just took it right from me. And my grandma used to always say to turn it to something positive. They may be criminals, or maybe they really needed it. Maybe they really needed it, and so let them have it, so to speak. And that's such a wonderful way of looking at it, you guys. But I'm petty. So I don't look at I want them to burn in hell. That's just me. So, and if I ever saw them or found them, I would strangle them with my bare hands. That's just me. But my grandmother, the way she was saying it's just like, if you drop your wallet, they take the money out, that means they really needed it. So I'm like, okay. I returned wallets with the money in them. So when I find wallets or keys, I get nervous. I'm like, I know what it's like to lose something. You're like, I want to give it back to them. Because I know the panic of having to change all your credit cards. Like I know that I would never wish it on anybody. It's like shit. I gotta make sure you get it. I'm like, one time guest. Oh, thank you, Glow. That's very nice of you. But well, you said some before already, but that's very sweet of you. Oh, thank you, Tony. Everybody, Tony J, give him a shout out too. Thank you. Everybody, thank him. Thank you so much, Tony. You're always wonderful to me. Thank you. Um, I'm a gas center project. I used my bank card and bought 3 energy drinks and some snacks. All he had to do was ask. That is a weird thing. 3 energy drinks and some snacks. That is kind of interesting, right? Oh, girl, and here's the thing, MJ. I think 2 weeks ago I could have had some sausage, but work got in the way. I think I almost got some sausage. I think. I think the possibility of sausage was there. The possibility. So I didn't. It didn't happen. So I don't. So I think the opportunity of sausage being delivered to a location was possible, but it didn't happen. I can do this all morning long, of course. I can do the whole innuendo all morning long. I guess I can do that. But that was I'm like, that didn't work out that way at all. So let's mention this. So Tony, I'll put you down, Tony, for the our little happy hour on Friday. We have a happy hour on Friday, so if you want to come, wink, wink. I know it was possibility, but no, and now that me and this possibility are having a little falling out at the moment. So I don't know if it's a possibility again ever. This possibility doesn't live in Los Angeles, so it's a very interesting situation. You know, my Zooms, I spill all the tea on the Zooms. I will talk about that in Zooms. Do tell. Work anyway of sausage has been there. I've had to change my credit cards before too. I've been a victim of home burglary 4 times. Same person each time. Well, as you know, I had home burglary too. I walked in. I don't know if you guys knew the story. I walked in on them robbing my house. That was crazy. I've been a victim of bank fraud twice in the last couple of years. Sausage from somebody I love. No, Tony J. No, somebody you don't know. Well, Tony, if you're a Patreon member, this person was in one of my videos. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Everybody, thank Sherry, please. I mean, Sherry, I know you're tight. I wasn't expecting you to do anything, but thank you, Sherry. That's very nice of you. Tony, Andrea's coming to the Zoom on Friday, so I'm putting you down. Just putting you down. I'm just going. You're coming. I'm gonna put you on there. You got to come through. The garden looks fab. Yes, my God. Right now it feels like fall. Right now, oh my God, I love my garden right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It was nighttime during third shift. I guess he didn't stay up and didn't have any lunch money. I know. It's like that's three energy drinks though. 3 energy drinks. Oh, DJ Glow, I got great. I'll say something. You haven't been on here in a while. So, DJ Glow, I have great news. Everybody hasn't heard this. So I went to the doctor 2 Mondays ago. Yeah, this today's Monday. So 2 Mondays ago, I went to the doctor. I have a new doctor. Love him. Dr. Carollos. Love him. New doctor. My blood panel came back. I mean, I was shocked. I had to see it for myself. He showed me the chart. My blood panel came back excellent. He's like, I'm not pre-diabetes. My cholesterol is wonderful. My red and white blood cell counts are great. Thyroid, no issues. Checked all my lymph nodes, no issues. He was like, I have a little bit of high blood pressure. I take pills for that. And I'm overweight. That's the only, because James, that's the only thing. If you continue losing, I've lost 25 pounds so far in 4 months. He goes, if you continue losing weight and then working your blood pressure, and my blood pressure medication is I take the low end. My brother takes one that's way higher than me. I was like, and he said he's skinny. And he takes a higher dose than I do. I'm like, oh, so I take a low dose. So I was shocked. So basically, just my weight, and I'm losing weight little by little. So just my weight. I see it in my face. I can see it. I'm losing it in my upper body. I have no butt. My ass is gone. So I'm like, but yeah. So no, I got a clean bill of health. So now I go back in February. I'm gonna do a colon screening, test for this other stuff. I'll get my tetanus shot and stuff, and all in February. So I like him. I will do whatever he says. So yes. So yes, Crystal, I walked. Okay, I'll tell the story. But you guys didn't know this. I'll tell you a story. So I came in. So it was like 5:30 in the afternoon. My brother was still at work. I'm coming home from work, and I walk. And we have an alarm. I have an alarm system. So this was an alarm system. I have a news alarm system now, but I have alarms before. So I open my door. I have a long. I call them a shotgun house, ironically, or a way house. Oh, thank you, Beauty for Ashes. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank Beauty for Ashes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That helps. That helps too. That helps. Thank you, Beauty for Ashes. Okay, so I walk in. The alarm is making a weird noise. Because when you walk in, it beeps. I press the button, it turns off. I walk in, it's making this wonky noise. I'm trying to press the buttons. I'm talking out loud, I guess. I'm like, I don't know if you guys will talk to myself. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what's going on? And why is it not, and I'm trying to turn it off. And then I hear something. And I know my brother's not home. I go, hello. And then I finally get it, and I finally get the alarm off. I start walking, so it's a long way to get to back here. Then I hear commotion, and let me go this way. That's a back door, folks, not a front door. I see the last person run out the back door, scared the shit out of me. I am lucky they didn't have guns. They didn't try to stop me. Thank God. And then this stuff wasn't taken. So they run, and hop over the fence. This was before I had overgrowth the fence. So they went out. So anyway, I walk in, and I come this way. My whole house, I have an alarm system, and I have security bars or security screens on every window, every door. Okay, Crystal, I'll put you down for Friday too. And so I'm like, how'd they get in? You guys, I have one window. One window. They didn't have any screens or bars on it. Above my shower, that small, like rectangular size window, as I'm looking at it right now, I can't fit through it. So I don't know how the fuck we get. And I'm like, that was the one. They took my big trash cans or in the backyard, stacked them on top of it, and it was a kid. They sent a slender kid. I say kid, probably teenager. They had him climb on top of the things, and he broke through my window, totally trashed, fell into my. As far as they'd hurt themselves, maybe they did, I don't know. Fell into my shower, busted my whole shower down, tracked mud and dirt. I mean, it was so gross. And they must have opened the back door, but apparently they had just gotten there as I got in there. So they didn't get a chance they didn't get a chance to steal because I came home on them. So they're out. So I called the police. They came 3 hours later because it's the legal hood. But the cops, they're fine. I can't even say anything bad. They were fine. And we never found them. But there was a string of robberies. They know the kids. I think I know the kids were too. Here's what's sad. And they were across the street, and I don't see them. They're gone. This was a couple of years ago. They're gone. And I was like, this is really bad. And oh, thank you, DJ Glow. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you. Thank you very much. Everybody think DJ Glow again. Thank you. So I walked in on them. And so I changed my alarm system. I'm like, it should be going off. So now I got sensors back here. I went right there, sensor in the front. And the next day, you know what James Lott Jr. did? He got a security bars and closed up that shit up there. I sure did. Now every window, every door, unfortunately, I have to be screened in. I never even thought about this little small tiny window in the corner. Never thought about it. It's so high, like it's really high up. It's above the shower. So I'm like, it's really high. I never even thought about that. So they used a kid to get inside, which is just horrible. You're teaching this kid just great values to do that. I'm like, that is gross. So that's what, so that, that's my breaking into story. So I walked in on him. But I think if I hadn't come home at that time, they would have, computers, they would everything. But years ago, we were broken into again. I know, Tony, the back bar. They came in and ransacked the room. I didn't live here yet. It was right before I moved home. They ransacked the room, and that's when I got the alarm system. We said we got the alarm system. So we got the alarm system. So now I have a newer alarm system, much more sophisticated. And so I got a sensor here, a sensor in the front, a new smoke detector. I mean, I got everything. So like if they try it, they can't get in. I can't get in half the time. My brother set the alarm by accident, and it's fucking killed me. So Yeah, so that's my story. I know I told a story, so that's my story. That's robbed, but they caught it in time. Not to say the English police, they took forever to get to me, but they were actually nice. I can't even talk shit. They were actually nice. They were actually nice. I can't even talk shit. I have been going through a DC. This has been one of the longest years of my unnatural life. And I mean that seriously. It has been, starting with this time last year, my stepdad suddenly got sick out of nowhere. He was fine one day, next day he stopped walking, talking. I mean, everything stopped. And we had to care for him until he died in January. Then my mother almost dying in March. Then my aunt almost dying in April. My other aunt almost dying in June. Me not being able to work for a long time because I was caregiving everybody, to handling everything, to the birth of my grandson. I couldn't be there to see him. I mean, it has been, everyone knows to have a sense of keep you can't have to get Candace, right, Tony? It has been a very long year for me. A very, very, very long year for me. It fucked me up also. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. So I'm still here, you guys. I don't know why I'm still here. I'm here somehow. Trust me, dude, I've had other thoughts sometimes. But it's been a very, so I thought, why not have some fraud at the end of the year? Why not? Sure, why not? But it was the most odd way to have fraud. Most odd way. It's the most odd way to have fraud. But like, so someone took my hard money and it said, I'm going to take your money from you. I said, when I saw my account was -$5, I was like, negative? My accounts are never negative. Have a great day, DJ Glow. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to come on some more this week. Not for looking for money, but come on with more this week. So I'm gonna tell you about that, DC. So, Chris, I'll get back to you in a second. So DC, here's the thing. So I was talking to a therapist for, I was a therapist for years. I did recently. Um, my thing is, for me, it's kind of stopped working. I kind of know what's going. My stuff is situational. It's just I'm tired. I just that I'm handling. I don't have nothing else to say. It's just I'm handling everything. I have a lot. I have so much on my plate. You guys have no idea. I run two companies. I'm taking care of two different adults. Um, Looking after my grandsons. I have a lot going on. And a lot of it's all just situational. And it's really, anybody who's a caregiver, anybody's like, it's not. It's just it's every day. I'd be talking. If I was going to talk to somebody, I'd be talking every single day, all the time. It's not about talking anymore. It's that I don't have a balance, and so that's something. Some folks have a spouse, or a partner, or somebody they can talk. They can help them offset things. I don't have that, and it's something that I want, and I don't have it. So I've been very transparent about that. So it's just very much like I have to handle everything myself. And some of you guys know how this feels. Some of you guys know exactly how this feels. You guys are sharing with me, you know how it feels. It's just I'm tired. I'm tired of handling everything. But of course I'm going to handle it. I mean, I'm not going to just say, bye, mom, bye, Aunt Gina, bye, grandson. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to abandon my family. I'm not going to do that. But it's just from being tired of doing everything. I don't have anybody saying, James, let me just buy you dinner and massage your feet or something, or let me rub your back. Like, I don't have that. I have some good friends, but they're all busy too. They all got lives and shit. And a lot of them are dating. A lot of them have spouses and partners or are dating. Like, so they're busy. They can't fulfill certain things that I need. So it's like, so talking to somebody is not even an option anymore. I don't even care about that anymore. I have nothing else really to say. It's just that I'm trying to figure out how to change the situation on some level. And some situations I can't change. It's just it is what it is. And it's gonna go on as long as it's gonna go on or not. But I realize I don't have a balance. And so I'm trying little ways to make a balance. Part of me talking about it out loud, just saying, I'm just like, somebody says, how are you doing today? And I say, I tell them I'm not doing well, or I'm not good today. I mean, I tell you the truth. Yeah, Crystal, we've talked about this. And it's just a lot. Hi, Mikab. But yeah, Crystal and I have talked about this on here before. It's just a lot when you're doing everything all the time. Everybody counts on you. It's a lot of work. And when and you're grown up, you have to do adult stuff, take care of business. It's a lot of work when it's always you. like I said, I have some friends who are very sweet and try to be nice to me here and there. But there's certain things they can only do so much too. So that's what I think that's what it is. It's, I'm lonely on some level, which I've talked about. Yes, and Andrea, you know how this feels too. But yeah, but you are, that's the one thing that's different. You are lucky. You have a husband you can talk to, or he can come in and say, here's your, it's like, it's like little things I don't have. I mean, there's times I come home and I've worked all day, then stopped by my mother's house, checked on her, did the 10,000 things she wants me to do. Then I come home and I'm like, I have laundry to do, dishes to do, the house is a mess. I'm hungry. So you come home and you're like, I don't want to do any other. I wish there was somebody here who would just go, hey James, I've cleaned the kitchen today. I don't have that. Or someone goes, James, I did the laundry for you today. Because I'm doing laundry for my mother too now, because she can't do it. So I'm doing laundry for my mother and myself. I am having too much, Crystal, and I have no one to shift it to. I have no one to shift it to. My brother has been great on some level with my mother. Oh, Tony, you know how, Tony, I know you're a saint. I know how you know how it feels. I know you know how it feels completely. That's one thing. So I know that, and that's why I know why you like to laugh a lot. I know you guys. I totally get it. To me, you have it. To me, you have it heavier than I do. So I know where you're coming. And MJ, I know you. MJ, I know how you do too. The toxic gas don't come out exactly. So many of you guys, we've had these talks. Many of you guys in here, we've talked about it, so we know. But just to answer DC, it's beyond. It was like, well, go for a walk. I'm like, well, I don't want to go for a walk. I'm tired of being by myself. I'm tired of taking trips by myself. I'm tired of doing. I do everything by myself. But I know I can do it because I do it all the time. But sometimes you don't want to go by yourself. Sometimes you want somebody to go with you. You want somebody to give you some attention. Shit, that well, wanted attention that you want, not unwanted attention. Um, it's like it's a lot. And I mean, trust me, I'm handling more than you guys even realize. You guys have really no idea. You have a little bit of idea. But I mean, no, but the thing is, Cher, I love you guys. So you guys, like today, you guys are coming through for me today. You guys are coming through for me today. You guys, I know Andrea sent me some messages online, private messages. No, it's no, I mean, it's not, no, it's nice to know. It's nice that all of it I'll take. People send me prayers. I take it. I take everything. I take all of it. I don't shoo any of that away. But just in the end, I'm here by myself. My bed is empty. My house is empty. I'm here by myself, and it's like, okay. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Cherry Ice Cream. I don't know who you are, but I love cherry ice cream. That helps me too. Cherry ice cream helps. I share with you guys because I know that others feel the same way too. I'm not the only person in the world who's going through this and it feels this way. But just to explain to DC what's going on for me, that's that's the deal. But I know therapy has helped me in the past, or it's been wonderful in the past. I've used it in the past for stuff, and it was great. But now I just kind of just done. A hug, yes, a good hug. I got a good hug the other day actually. One of my clients gave me a really good hug. DC's too busy to come to my events. He's a busy man. He don't have time to come by. He don't have time for me. He runs through here and then goes about his business. He don't come through. But I do want to do in so DC. I don't know if you're still here. I do 2024 when I do another panel again. This time on my channel, I want to have you, Albert, Brock, Tony, a bunch of us do a panel. So I'll be contacting you guys in 2024 about that. I don't know if DC's on, I don't know if DC's on here anymore. I know the chat's slower, but yeah, sometimes a hug. But to me, sometimes I mean, so Tony, close your ears. But like, there's times when Flobo will come through and say, "James, I'm taking you to lunch. Let's grab some lunch." And we hang out together. We did the other day. He helped me run errands the other day. We hung out together. He's just very upbeat. We talk about stuff, and he keeps me going. Yes, I do, Meek. I do all that stuff. I meditate. I do all that stuff. And that was so actually, here's the thing, Meek. Because of that, I got out of bed. If I wasn't doing those things, Meek, I would not get out of bed. Yeah, Tony Moore, all my hosts, Tony Moore. Yeah, I would get out of bed. So my meditation in the morning actually gets me out of bed and says, "Okay, I guess I'll do this today." Because normally I don't want to leave. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm at that. I just want to stay in bed all day and hide from the world. But because I actually do stuff, try to get myself going, that gets me out of bed and gets me. I mean, I handle everything, you guys. I put a smile on my face and I handle everything all day long. Yes, yes, Crystal, exactly. My kids don't do anything for me. My grandkids don't do anything for me. Nobody does anything for me. Nobody in my family does anything for me. Nobody. I have tired cousins. I mean, none of the people do anything for me. And they all want to talk to me and hang out with me so I can be there for them. But I've been there for them over the years. None of them for me. None of them. You guys check up on me more than my family does. I have 4 uncles that don't do nothing for me. They don't check on me. I have one uncle who checks on me on my mother's side, Uncle Ronald. Shout out to Uncle Ronald. But nobody else does. Nobody get. When my mother was sick and almost died, many of them reached out to my brother and not me. So that told me right there. I know when people show you who they are, believe them, right? So I've learned that lesson. But they won't be upset. Well, James won't talk to us. So what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I wonder why I won't talk to you guys. I wonder why. That's crazy. So yeah, so I'm learning. I've learned a lot the last few years. When I got Bell's palsy is when I first learned about who's tired, who's not. So, well, Andrew, we ever get together in person. Oh my God, well, the best time. You have to come over here in person, girl. We'd have a good time. But you say you might come to California. You say you're going to come to the States next year sometime. Oh, I would love to. Oh my God, it's crazy. And Tony, if I come to New York next year, which I might in March, you better be able to come see me. Or I'll come see you, whatever I got to do. I know Tony is shy in person, but I got to see you. You share. I know how it feels. You're always driving everywhere. It's just we are. I realize when my therapist told me this, like you have demonstrated you are the strong one. You have demonstrated you can handle everything. So for people, I'm the reassurance. If you go to James will handle it. James will handle it. It'll be taken care of, and all's right in the world. But then no one checks on James because somebody said the other day, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to out them, but they're like, "You're so calm these days. You're just so calm." And I go, "I have to be calm because all of you are having your moments all the time. I can't have a moment because you're having your moment. You're having your moment. You're having your moment. You're coming to me with your moment. I can't have a moment. We can't both have a moment at the same time. That doesn't help any. So while you're all having your moments, I'm so busy I can't have a moment. So I just stay calm because if you're freaking out, if I freak out, that doesn't help the situation any. Maybe it's my old nurses training. Just like I don't like I'm not gonna freak out. So I'm like, so they kind of like, oh, they got kind of quiet when I said that. I was like, but that's the truth. I'm like, if you're having your moment all the time and you're just having at it, I'm like, I can't have a moment. Yeah. And also it's the holidays, which always brings some. I miss my brother Max all the time. He used to make his gumbo, and we'd have these. I mean, it's just like that was a big thing for him. And like he's not here, and his birthday's in the 2nd of January, so I always feel a little weird this time period. But now my stepdad, my other stepdad, so it's like it's gonna be an interesting Christmas for us and our family. That's another one too. Sometimes I feel like I'm just existing instead of living. I want quality social life, family instead of okay. Crystal, I'm right there with you. That's what I do. I'll call Flobo. I'll call Tony. I'm like, Tony, I'm in the valley. Can we meet after I get off work? I don't care if it's 2 hours. Tony Moore, that is. It was 2 hours. At least we meet. We don't live near each other, so we can laugh. We can laugh, and we can, and just, and just have a good time for a couple hours. And Tony and I, we'll also bounce off ideas and stuff about life, about events. So I always like that with him. And I love Tony. So we always have a good time. We live so far away from each other. So I've been trying to do that, but I don't have, I just realized the other day, I don't, and two of my friends are always traveling all the time. I don't have any really, I don't have a circle of friends in LA. The rest of my friends in San Francisco, or they died. So I'm like in LA, I don't have a circle of friends. Not really. I have some friends here and there, but I have a circle of friends that I can just go hang out with. That's just dead. In the old days, I had an entourage of like 20 people. That's all gone. We should be having a ticket sale after Christmas for a March event. We could have a mini Lottie Con. A Lottie Con. Yeah. Same, I have two brothers who are useless. Yes, I know we told your brothers. Oh, I can't have a breather. Yeah, well, Brown, I know you. I mean, I know how you know how it feels. My loved ones don't give me suggestions or say that they don't. They none of them. I'm open. I'm open to the world. They don't. They don't say nothing. They don't. They don't care. Um, I brought things up to people. My family is so self-centered. They just don't. It's all about them. They just don't. They're living their lives. I wish they would say something. None of them say nothing. They don't do nothing. So I don't have any family members that I trust. Not really. I don't have family members that I trust. And I care about certain people. You know, you care about certain people in my family, but they don't nothing. No, I have no family functions this weekend. Nothing. I'll be at home. And then on Christmas Eve, I hang out with my mom. Probably be two of us, and that's it. It's gonna be a sad Christmas. I have nothing going on. Nobody in my family has invited me to nothing. They all get together and they don't invite me to nothing. So, or my mother, they don't. They just cast on the other side too. They don't invite us to anything. Like I said, the rest of my family's in Sacramento. I'm not going there because I'm staying home for my mother. Any suggestions? Which ones I know used to be close. More suggestions about suggestions about like what part of my life are you asking for? My professional life is great. Professional life is good. Well, I talk to Flobo and Tony every day just about. We talk about all kind of stuff. I help them with their problems, with my problem. We talk about all kind of stuff. But again, I can only do so much. They're not going to fuck me, so that they can't do it. They're not going to date me. They're not going to make me dinner. There's certain things that they can't. There's certain things they're not going to do for me that they can't do. So the sort of things that I want, they can't do. Candace can't do that for me. There's certain things they can't do that I want. They're not going to wash my clothes for me. They're going to live in my house and wash my clothes. How to hear how you handle things personally. Well, I don't. I mean, first of all, they're all younger than I am, so I don't. I wouldn't go to them for suggestions on how to handle things personally. I think I'm handling things. It's just it's my own. I'm a smart guy. Intellectually, I know what's going on. Like I said, I've identified what's going on. I've gone to them for advice on dating. I've done that because I don't. That's because dating has changed since I was dating years ago. So I've got advice for that because I'm like I don't know anything else, but everything else, I mean, they come to me for advice. You know, it's well they're not like oh no DC, it's not like you think here in LA DC. Oh my goodness, it is not. Everybody thinks it's LA. It's like it's not at all. It's not at all. LA is very segregated. It's very if you're a black man in LA, it's very different. For you out here, black gay man in LA, it's very different. And ask Tony. Tony's going through some of the same problems I'm going through. So let me tell you, it is no, it's not easy. And plus, people like Tony and I, we're well known. So there's people who view us a certain way or want us because they think we can advance their career. It's a whole, and for me, it's a whole daddy thing. And that's why I left all the apps and everything because it became this thing where they just want me to just finance their careers. I'm like, where's the connection? No, that's a whole other show, DC. That's a whole other show. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not like, ooh. No, and I don't live in West Hollywood. I don't like West Hollywood. Also, I don't do any of that shit. I'm like, oh no. It's when you're a person of color and somebody says it's way different than somebody else. Now I'm not like this hot thing that fits in the category and all stuff. So no, but a lot of them know who I. It's a small community. A lot of them know who I am. So it's a very different thing. Also, I'm not anonymous. So yes, and a lot of people have their own problems. I'm like, oh my god, it's like people have a lot. There are a lot of broken people out there. So and I'm not a person. I don't want a one night stand. I don't want to hire somebody to have sex with. It's just like it's none of that stuff. None of that stuff interests me at all. I did all that when I was younger. I don't none of that stuff anymore is interest to me. I thought I found people here and there, and it turns out no. But no, I don't go to them for. I only go. I mean, I go to them. We talk about other things. Usually, they come to me for stuff. I used to go to them for stuff because I'm the older one. So I'm handling. So I'm handling my life. I mean, I because I'm the one who has a stable life. I have a house. I have houses. I have a family. I have all the stuff. So I'm the one who's actually stable. It's just that, you know, it happens. You know, so you get depression happens, things happen. Like I said, I know exactly what's going on, and I'm trying to figure out how to change that. Um, I've done a couple panels on that actually, DC. Back, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, we did that on that. But yeah, it's yeah. I don't. No, I love LA. I'm here. I'm here to live here. I'm not going to live anywhere else. LA is it. I don't have a car. Cherry, I don't have a car. It's too long to mention. Just little things here and there. So many little things here and there. But he knows it's hard too. I mean, and because one time we were on here. I think it was me. It was my JLJ late night, and for straight anger, it's hard. You know, I learned from them in other things. Yes, I do. They've taught Tony. Well, Tony brought me into this business. Tony Moore brought me into the hosting world basically by creating Dish and Days. And I give Tony his flowers every day. Tony has taught me a lot. So yes, no, I agree. I can learn. I learn from them all the time with stuff. But they can't help me in the ways that I need help. I say try to be good friends to me here and there. But they're just not. They're not. It's just. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. And only Flo can only give. I mean, you give general advice because he's not gay, so you can only give general advice. It's the dating straight and dating is very different. It's very different. But Tony's going through the same thing I'm going through, so he can't really give any advice either. We're both trying to figure it out. But it's not as easy as you think. It just isn't. And that's just out of our controls. So it's out of our controls. Just saying. And I've learned to accept certain things. Like certain things are just out of my control, which is whatever it is. But it's yes. It's hard. I keep missing stuff. You know. Well see DC. That's the other thing. When I was in Pittsburgh, I probably have somebody too. Like it's you're right, certain places it's way different. It's when I was in San Francisco, never had a problem. Never had a problem whatsoever. And that's what I think so that's what ruined me. Is in San Francisco, I had somebody every 5 minutes, basically. And then came to LA and it's very different. Um so it's not it's you know like I said, I'm a smart guy, and yes, I learn from everybody. I learn from everybody. I learn from you guys sometimes. I've learned from everybody. But there's certain things that I need. I know what I need, and they can't give it to me. So that's just life. So there's not much they can do. That was my dad's role. Whenever my dad first called my dad first, he got tighter and told us he wasn't made of iron. Exactly. There you go. Right. So Daisy Flower, I did not go to the Emmys. So tonight, Daisy Flower is our race show that I always do. Tomorrow night, I'm doing the Emmy talk like I always do with Candace, Jerry, and Walker. And I'm going to spill all the tea. Yes. Oh, DC, definitely. So DC, here's what's funny. My last relationship, they lived in Fresno, 3 hours away. And it was great. We saw each other a lot, actually. I was going to look back on it. We were together for a year. And oh, yeah, I am not just married to Los Angeles. And I was talking to somebody who was in San Diego, which is 2 hours away. But seeing here in LA, a lot of folks don't want to do that. I have met people who live an hour away in LA County, live an hour because LA is huge, and they're like, you live too far away. or even folks in the valley. Trust me, traffic sucks. I totally get it here in Sanders. I totally get it. I get it. It sucks. But I'm totally open. If I like you, I'm totally open. But a lot of people are not. They're like, no, they won't do it. They won't do it. So it's not even me. Again, not me. It's them. They won't. If they're not willing to travel, if they're not willing to travel, even just an hour to see me, then what are you gonna do? There's Care Bear. It's kind of crazy. You know, Andrea's doing Andrea O'Brien's doing work. In Kansas, right? In Kansas. I knew a guy in Kansas that I was seeing off and on, MJ, and he was great. But that was a lot of years ago. But yeah, it's just it's young, yeah. I always say young and tender. It's always young and tender. Now I'm old and tenderized. Um, but yeah, oh yeah. Well, there's somebody I'm talking to that's across the country that I would be open to if they wanted me and were open to it. I would be open to it. Yeah. Oh, because you always find that not everybody is in the city. Not everybody is in the city. You know, it's like so you meet somebody, and then at some point you guys can come together. I don't. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm totally over that. But I said my last relationship, he didn't live here. He was in Fresno. I used to go to Fresno. He come here. We had a good time. It was a good time. And it worked. It worked more than I thought it was going to work. So yeah, I'm totally in there. Everybody got a bike, got a boat. Do all these emojis. Yeah, DC. Oh, completely. Oh, completely. Oh yeah, completely. For the right person, yeah, completely. But yes, I did not go. So I did not go to the Emmys. So I say it again. I did not go to the Emmys. I did not go to the Emmys. But I will explain everything tomorrow night. I'm going to spill all the tea and tell you what happened. Taxi on taxi. Yes. Yes. Care Bear, we got to watch the back of this video and that where I explain everything. But yes, Victor and Fraud woke up this morning to a negative count in my account. They went through Instacart and someone ordered $300 worth of groceries and drained my bank account. So some generous folks have given some money. We're almost to my goal. Thank you very much. So yes, it's crazy talk. It's why not? They should find a way to get to you. Yeah, boat, planes, trains, automobiles. No, that's good. Like I said, no, I mean it's he and I did fine. We did fine. It worked out. It was good, but it didn't work out in the end. But in terms of the disc wasn't the issue. They stole James's sausage. They ordered a lot of sausage, Karen. They ordered a lot of sausage. I was like, wow, I like sausage, but it wasn't delivered to me. Your mom's Dotson puppy dog is laying on your lap. Okay, we love animals. We love animals. So, but like I said, DC, like I said, I'm open to anybody. Just if you want to talk about it and talk about it with me and give suggestions. But you have to remember, everybody's different. Not all suggestions are going to work for everyone. I'm a life coach. I have coaching clients. So we talk about so I know that one size doesn't fit all. Everybody is completely different, and you there's a lid for every pot. No, um, and you know, so I know that, and so and sometimes you don't need advice. Sometimes you just need someone to do. So I mean, that's the best way to put it. So everybody wants to give advice. That's great and dandy, but sometimes you want someone who just does something for you. That's what you want, not so much the. I don't need advice. I was like, I know what's going on. I know myself. I'm very well. As I said, I know who I am. I know what's going on, and I'm trying to find it. So it's like, oh yeah, I've had bigger fraud than this too. Me, Care Bear. Oh, me too. Well, back in the day, but this was kind of funny. And yeah, and Andrea found hers through a letter. So I love that. So you never know. I mean, I know you never know, right? So I thought I might have met someone, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one. So I'm going to see well, who knows? You know, but yes, but no, it's one of those weird things. But I just know there's certain things that I'm just tired. I'm tired just from doing everything. But there's certain things I'm not going to stop doing. because I'm in charge. I'm not going to give up my businesses. I'm not going to leave my mother alone. Like we're not going to do that. So I'm trying to find a balance, and I just don't have it yet of some sort. That's the hope for 2024, that I find a balance. That's all I need. I don't need advice. I just need a balance. And that's what I need. I know certain things I need. So that's what I need from there. So I hope that answers all of your questions, DC. He's like a lawyer. He's like, why aren't you doing this? What are you doing? So yes, no. I love my sponsored friends, but he can't write a letter to them find out. I write a letter. That's hilarious. I couldn't. Angie, I probably could write a. Well, I made a joke that I was going to show up on his doorstep in his city. He lives across the country. He's like, okay. He just said, okay. I'm like, what if that person, if I just show up on the door, just like, hi, I'm here. It's like it's so funny. Right? I mean, right? I don't know. That's pretty funny. Brown 21. I just write a letter. I'm like, hi. Here's what I think, and see what happens. Send a card. That's where your sausage is at. That is hilarious. Also, I'm like, he wouldn't even get it. He wouldn't even help you with that. He wouldn't even get it. He wouldn't even get it. I'm like, where's my sausage? Where's my sausage? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Plus, also, I'm not a complainer, so a lot of people don't even know I'm going through this stuff. In my regular life, I don't complain. I don't run around complaining, telling my life to everybody. I tell it on camera to you guys. So a lot of people don't even know what I'm going through. They don't know what's going on. I'm not a complainer. I don't tell everything. I just don't do that. So a lot of them just think I'm smiling and think I'm doing fine. They don't even know nothing. Other don't know nothing. So it's kind of funny, right? They don't know anything. They don't know nothing. So I'm like, okay, yes, why not? No, I'm saying I don't. I was. I don't. It's a little more complicated than that. So I don't know. It's full of cash. It could be a cute gesture, right? It could be. And I write good letters. For years, like James, you really write good. I know how to write good. I know how to write a good letter. I know how to do one. I know how to write a good letter. I know it's MJ. MJ is on here. I know. I can't believe it either. I come on super early. She comes on. I know. This is crazy. But yeah, no, it's like this person's across the country. This person was here, literally in my backyard for like 3 days. It was last minute, and I had one thing after another. And he kept inviting me over to hang out. And I had so much going on. And I was trying to shut stuff down so I can go. And we finally got together the last day he was here, the last couple hours, and it was great. And then just like, the right letter is a forgotten art form. It is. No, it is. Just write a letter. It's more personal. It doesn't have to be so romantic. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm just like that is pretty funny. I have to decide if that's something I would have to decide if I think this person is worth it first before I even did that. I guess I need to decide that first, right? Do I want to spend this energy on somebody or not? Yes, is that a good question? I have to ask that question myself first. Do I think it's worth it? Oh my God! Write a letter, write a letter to that person. I know it says that. Oh my God, that's MJ. That's funny too. Send a letter to that address. I have the address, but I don't think it's the real address. But that's so funny. Write a letter and go, hi, I think you have my sausage. That would be, oh my God, that is actually hilarious. Hi, I'm the person you stole from. Oh my God. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That would be, oh my God, that'd be so funny. So I thought you were just being funny, MJ. Yeah, old school pen pal. I used to have pen pals. I used to have back in the 80s. And the thing you're doing right now, how talking to us, hope it helps. I feel okay today. I mean, I'll get through life, and but I know for many of you have told me it's helped you guys also because you know what it's like. Also, I'm not alone. Like, I'm not the only person in the world going through this. Not at all. I'm not unique or special this way. I'm just kind of sharing so folks at home, just like Maurice Bernard talks about his mental illness stuff. We're talking about it out loud. There's no shame in it. There's no shame, and just like we're talking about it. People think whatever they want. I don't really give a shit. Send a receipt with the card. Ask for your son. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. I think that's Sasha's mine. I would give them my PO box number. I'm like, Have a good day, DC. So he just comes in and comes out. He just comes through. He comes on through and goes out. The love of your life. Thank you. I think it's everybody is different, and you're allowed your feelings. If you have a certain feeling, you're allowed your feelings, and you're allowed to work through them however you choose to work through them. I think that's the thing. People will judge really easily how you're dealing with stuff. Sometimes you're like, well, as long as I'm not being destructive or doing anything that's crazy, I might drink myself to death or whatever. That's fine. But other than that, people have their ways of dealing with stuff. They do. And not all people want to tell their business to everybody. Again, I'm telling you guys on here, but everybody wants to walk around and typical man. I know. Just come in, leave. Exactly. But like personally, I don't talk to them. Like I said, I don't have people I love and trust enough that I would talk to anyway. Have a good doctor's appointment. Bye. I just don't. So, and none of them care. They don't care. There's actually a freedom in knowing people's true feelings and who they are. There's a freedom in that, actually. I tell all my clients all the time. It's a freedom. If someone basically shows you they can barely be there for you, okay, I got it. It's like you can't get disappointed over and over again. The times when you keep hoping that someone will change and you come after them over and over again, hoping they will change, that's the crazy part. But once you like, if you realize someone is like they can only give you this much of themselves, okay, got it. You may not like it, but it's like the thing is you go, okay, now got it. So I can't expect anything more than this. And you just learn. I have some people who they're just not available to me at all. Not available. They don't give shit. Not available. And they've shown that. And it's just like, okay, got it. We got it. But actually it's free. It's just like, okay, got it. I don't need to go to you guys. I don't need to call you guys. I'm like, just no. It's really good. So yeah, Laura B, I woke up to fraud this morning. Someone drained my bank account through Instacart. So I was like, I'm trying to raise a little money for some things I need to do, especially sending presents to my kids and grandkids. I have all their presents over there. I need to send them out before Christmas to get them by Christmas. That's what I was going to do today, and my account was -$5. Like that's crazy. So yeah, so end of the year fraud. How's that? End of the year fraud. Like why not? Why not? So yes. Yes, not yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people they are who they are. And I actually admire people who are like, "This is who I am. If you need help moving, don't ask me. You need help." And I've had, in fact, people might tell me this. I can't offer you a place to stay, but I can occasionally send you $20 here and there. Like you learn. I was like, I actually admire that. I admire folks who are very much just like, here's my limit, here's my boundary, that's it. Sometimes it hurts at first when you're not expecting it, but after you let it sink in, and you go, okay, got it. And that's what I learned. I say a lot of people in my life that I love, of course, are just not there. Need my sausages back. Yeah. Bye, Andrea. There's Cat Lady. Hi, Cat Lady. And I will leave, but you have to go. I know you have a life to go to, Andrea. Your day, you have a night. Oh, no, now it's, oh, what time is it for you? It's evening. You got a life to go to. I have to go soon, too. Um, but yeah, I actually admire folks who show you who are, and I said when I was on one of the dating apps, some of the people were very much who they were, and I would ask them questions like, once I realized we're not for each other, I was always would ask them questions like, so, well, and they would tell me honestly what they're looking for, what they want, how they want it. I'm okay. I said I not for me, but I totally see. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. Have a good day. Thank you, MJ. Good to see you. It's just nice. It's like, okay, you got it. After some young people tell me what they're looking for, what they want, and they're very just like, I was like, okay, I get it. Totally get it. Again, not for me, but I get it. So, but I'm not so stubborn in my ways or all of things. I know what's going on. And I've taken suggestions from people all the time. I do. Like I said, I learn stuff all the time. So that's how we do. I hope the rain comes. The rain is not happening right now. It's partly cloudy. Well, thank you everybody who has given. Thank you so much. Came close to my goal, so thank you so much. This is actually a good start. I can handle some stuff today that I thought I wouldn't be able to handle today. So thank you guys. Always come to my rescue. Laura, I did not go to the Emmys. We'll explain why on my Emmy show tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll explain everything then, or you can watch it afterwards. I'll explain everything. You have my debt. That's right, Daisy Flower, right? Um, I get those fraud calls all the time too. Like, we need if you don't call us back today, we're going to this. I'm like, they're all fake. It's just so many scam calls. It's not even funny. It's annoying. It's annoying if anything. It's just annoying. Anything else. So, but yes, I'm going to go take care of some business now that I can. Thanks to everybody who gave so much. You guys are wonderful. I love you. I didn't mean to turn this into a therapy session for James Lott Jr. on here. Because I just didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I always answer your question. You ask me questions, I always answer them. Of course, I always usually answer them. So, but it's Monday, kids. Monday, week before Christmas. Let's make it a good week. I'll be on more this week, doing shows with you guys. Be on more because I like this. I was on 92 minutes. I like coming on here and talking to you guys. I got shaved. This stuff is like get on my nerves and everything. But everybody have a great day today. Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted on what's going on with the fraud case. Let's see what happens. I'm really curious how it's all gonna play out. Like what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do, how they're gonna do this. I'm very curious. Let you guys know, so you guys know if this happens to you, what to expect. It's like I said, it's partially I'm telling you a story and sharing, but also I'm kind of giving you a heads up. This happens. Yes, no GHB spotlights until January 14th. We're on hiatus until the middle of next year. Middle of January of next year. No soap things, but a soap special may happen over time. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.